Canada in the comments. Let's head over to Canada. Canadian economy hits an iceberg. Government spending soars. Of course, they're going to devaluate this currency as fast as humanly possible and drive it into the ground. Canada isn't ready to use the R word to describe its economy. No, we are in a recession, guys. Like I've been saying, we are going into a depression. People are running out of money. People don't have money anymore. People are competing with Chinese money laundering to get these expensive houses, $2-3 million homes that you could buy the same home in Alabama for 60 grand. And they're paying $3 million up here for the same house in Canada because it's propped up by Chinese money laundering. And now they can't even afford, people can't afford to eat anymore. So we've been in a recession since 2012, 2010, 2011, 2012. We are going into a depression. Then we're going to go into a hyperinflationary level if governments keep spending this kind of money. And reported the economy contracted to Q2, dragging down the falling exports and slump business investments. What little growth remained came from residential real estate. Again, whatever is residential real estate is tied to our GDP, right? The only reason GDP didn't fall further was temporary lift from household and government spending. But with incomes weakening and the public finances deteriorating, the support looks increasingly unsustainable. Canadian GDP contracts on exports, but weakness may be overstated. And the real GDP contracted 0.4% in Q2, driven by sharp decline in exports. It's down 7.5%, shedding 2.46%. Now, here's the problem with this. We don't really, we have stuff to export, but China controls it. Our biggest coal mine in BC is Chinese owned. No Canadian hires. So they didn't even hire Canadians on these Chinese mines and farms. So whatever they export, it's not ours. It's not the Canadian people making the wealth. It's going to China. China has it all. And this is what we were trying to tell you guys for the last 15 years, but nobody cared. Now it's happening. Some guy writes a book. Oh my God! It's like, yeah, but we could have solved this problem 15 years ago if people cared enough and saw what we were talking about. Nobody cared. But 15 years later, some guy writes a book. Oh my God, he wrote a book. Oh my God, he wrote a book. Oh my God, he wrote a book. We're dead, we're dead, we're dead. No, we could have solved this 15 years ago, but we didn't. Right? So here we are now. And Quebec, 2 weeks to pack up their house. That's not bad. I was watching this 2 weeks to pack up your house. Quebec family forced to return to the U.S. after 15 years in Canada. Two weeks to pack your bags is not bad. Because when Canada was in 2006, 7, and 8, and 9, when they were deporting the Portuguese and they were targeting Portuguese families, they went to the high schools to grab all the kids that spoke Portuguese. They shut down malls where Portuguese were frequent and then waited for them to come in and out of the mall. Vehicle road blitzes. Everything you see Donald Trump doing now, we have a playbook already for you guys going back years, basically to deport the Portuguese or Canadian-style Portuguese. So what happened? Like 2 weeks is good. Because when they were deporting the Portuguese, they would go to work sites where there were Portuguese laborers, grab them right there, and put them right on the plane. And they couldn't get a bag. They couldn't get some clothes. The Portuguese president asked the Prime Minister of Canada, let them go home and get a bag if you can. Just let them get a bag so they have some stuff when they arrive here. But 2 weeks to pack up your house after 15 years, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's actually good. So that's a good thing, right? They're getting 2 weeks. If you were a Portuguese in 2006, 7, and 8, and you came on a path to citizenship in 2000, you came on a path to citizenship to build the country in 2000, you didn't get 2 weeks to pack up. They took you right there and put you on a plane. So Canada's doing better. They're giving people 2 weeks now, which is nice. Canada's capital flight crisis, record exit by foreign and domestic investors. So what's happening is this is the European expansion that bought their houses in 1986, 1989 for 30 grand, and they're selling their homes and they're going back to Europe. We have videos how X amount of Europeans are leaving Canada permanently, and everybody in the comments is celebrating, yeah, get out, we don't want you here no more. I'm like, those are the people that built the country. Those are the people that fought the wars. Those are the people that maintained the infrastructure. And everyone in the comments is celebrations that all these Europeans are going back to Europe. It's like, go look at Mozambique, Portuguese Africa, 1971. It was one of the best places in the world to live. In the top 10 places to live in Portuguese Africa, Mozambique. It was beautiful. Hotels, condos, resorts, airports, soccer stadiums. It was nightlife. It was gorgeous. Portuguese left. Place is a complete dumpster today because you don't have the European expansion maintaining the infrastructure. And that's going to happen to Canada once the European expansion leaves. And James Moore, the astonishing collapse of the NDP. The NDP was purposefully destroyed. And we told you guys 6 years ago and 8 years ago and 10 years ago, what do we say? The NDP is on self-destruction mode to create a two-party system in Canada. See, with the NDP and you got three. The Green is too small. So you got three parties. You got the Liberal, the Conservatives, and the NDP. So you got three parties. But this party was in self-destruction mode purposefully to create a two-party system in Canada, and that's what we told you guys, and now it's happened.